Hi everyone, Erica Rock, Spiritual Catalyst, here to talk about Pluto, which has now entered Aquarius, and what we need to know. What does this mean for us personally as well as collectively? And I'm here to tell you it means a lot. This will be one of the greatest shifts over 2 decades that this planet has really ever seen. So Pluto is all about death and rebirth. Bringing things that have been hidden to the light, bringing the shadow into the light of awareness. It's about transformation, transmutation, alchemy. Think of the phoenix that rises from the ashes. That's such a good metaphor for Pluto energy. It calls us to go deep into the darkness and unearth the treasures. Going deep into the darkness to reveal that which has been hidden, that which is, the manipulation, the lies, the control, the misuse of power. It goes into the depths and reaches in. It's kind of like the lotus that goes deep into the mud and grows through that mud and that darkness and that murkiness and that unknowing, and rises into the light, into enlightenment. And that's a lot what Aquarius. So Aquarius, they are the leading edge pioneers. They're the innovators. They are the visionaries. They're like the new energy. So Pluto asks us to release everything that's not authentic, to see the deception, the distortion, the inversion within ourselves and within the collective and the systems that are in place. And then Aquarius wants to move us into this place of unity, of this place of a planet that works for everyone, that respects everyone, that honors everyone, that loves everyone. It's about the new. And, I've been sharing this message for so long, but where we are headed, the mind has no concept of, because we've never been there before, ever. And the mind can only relate to what's occurred in the past, history. And there is a blueprint, there is a template for this new earth, for this Garden of Eden, for this heaven on earth golden age. But the mind is not really going to be able to get us there. It's our frequency. It's heart-centered consciousness and our vision that will help bridge the gap, releasing the old, allowing it to dismantle, to dissolve. And then Aquarius wants to help create the new platforms, the new structures that are a better vibrational match for where humanity is and where it's going. Okay? So for us personally, this can look like needing to let go of relationships, people, events, circumstances, careers, stories, narratives, patterns, ways of thinking and being, beliefs that are not true and authentic to who you are as a soul, that are holding you back, that are limiting you, that are lowering your vibe, that are perhaps negative. So it's wanting us to really let go of the old. And I know you're like, sister, I have been hearing this message for forever. It's like every month there's an energy that's encouraging us to let go so we can go into the new. But it's, yes, absolutely. And it's been preparing us for this massive transitional phase from Pluto going into Aquarius. This has all been leading up to this, which will span over like 2 decades. So that's what it looks like for us personally. And then with the releasing of the old, like who we are, our true geometry, our true monad, our true template, our true authentic energy, heart, can be birthed, can be revealed, can be awakened, can rise to the light. And the mind is not going to be able to get us there. And this energy is asking us to take a leap of faith from what we've known, what's become comfortable and normalized, even if it's really distorted and not serving us, asking us to go from here, quantum leaping to over here, where your vibe is high, life is better than you could have ever imagined. You're speaking your truth. You're standing in your light energy and power. You're empowered. You're creative. And you're moving forward fearlessly. Even if you don't know where you're going, you've got full faith and trust that the path and each step you need to take upon this path will be revealed to you in perfect time. There's more peace, there's more serenity, there's more harmony, grace, love, abundance than you could ever imagine. But we've got to let go of this old paradigm to get to here. Collectively, what does this look like? Well, for all of the social structures that are in place that are antiquated, that do not support all life and all people, let's start with the school systems. You know, our school systems are such, and just so you know, there are more people doing homeschooling, unschooling, different, doing like Montessori schools and schools that support the child in exploring what they're naturally interested in. It's not some concrete curriculum that's shoved down your throat, that's programming our children to maintain the status quo and what has been. The new children that have been being born over the last, I would say easily 40 years, have more energy, more creativity, more expressive thought, more unique thought, more passion. And no, a lot of them can't sit still. They're not interested in being force-fed a bunch of bullshit. Their soul knows it's bullshit and they're here to rebel. And that's all the part of the plan to shift this old system into something new that supports all the children. And so this current system, so what does the current system do? As a parent, you get a phone call from the teachers, from the administrators saying, your child won't sit still. They are disrupting my classroom. And they demand that they put your children on highly addictive medications, which sets them up for addiction later in life. That's their answer to these children that are highly intelligent, super empathic, super psychic, super awake. We want to medicate them and dumb them down. because having an awakened civilization does not fit in to their agenda and their plan to keep everyone under their thumb. And I could say a lot more about the school system, but I'll leave it at that. And then we have like agriculture, which we know about this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Our soils are depleted. Our food is poisonous. And it's filled with so much toxicity and poison and artificial, more in the United States than anywhere else in the world. You know, the food is filled with artificial colors and flavorings and everything that actually increases one's, like, an incapacity to focus. Calcification of the pineal gland, so the third eye doesn't open and we don't awaken, because an awakened civilization does not fit into their agenda. So we've got, agriculture, and we've got water. I mean, who drinks tap water anymore? And then a lot of people think they're doing better by buying filtered water in plastic bottles, but the plastic bottles are leaching poisons and toxins into the water, especially if you leave it in your car and it gets hot. You're drinking this like distorted water that's dead, that's not alive. And when we eat dead and drink dead, it brings the body-mind system to a tuning into the death energy. Scientists have proven that there's no reason why we should age, but yet we do. Why aren't we questioning this? Well, perhaps it's the toxic air that we're breathing and the food that we're eating and the water that we're drinking. Let's start there. And we have certain powers that be, and I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm sure you'll know who it is, that's really invested in poisoning and killing humans, especially impoverished, am I saying that right? Impoverished people, people that living in the poverty or below, people that are addicted. You know, when people don't have the financial abundance and freedom to buy food and water and such that is organic and that's clean or cleaner, they're left buying poisonous, toxic crap. He will be going down with the rest of the systems that are distorted and inverted and evil. I mean, I don't know, they're evil. Okay, so there's that. So a lot of, things will be revealed there. Human trafficking, sex trafficking, trafficking children, that's being revealed. A lot of celebrities in Hollywood that serve a dark agenda, they're being revealed. And you all know their names. You've been seeing it all on Facebook, right? Like, it's like they're popping up like all over the place. And there's, in this transition, a major karmic comeuppance is a part of this transition. So you're going to see a lot of people that perhaps some of them you're surprised. You're like, oh man, like I didn't see that about them. I didn't feel that about them. Some of them are very, very adept at cloaking the truth. When our third eye is opened, you can look at someone and you can see what's within. If there's a light, if there's a reptilian, there's a lot of nefarious little ETs, ET beings wearing human suits that are running governments and banking systems, and also they're in positions of power. And this has all been on purpose. When your third eye is opened, you can see what's really inside. And I've actually, over the past few years, I look inside some people and they don't have a soul and they're not human. It's like they're just a robot. Do some people come to mind when I say that? Banking system, one of the most corrupt systems ever, will be changing. Will be changing. It already is changing. Government. Changing. So there's certain powers that be and certain groups that have been pulling the strings, like we're all a bunch of puppets that are stupid and don't know what's going on. Their true faces will be revealed. Their agendas will be revealed. What they stand for and align with will be revealed. And they will be going away because that energy has no place in the age of Aquarius we're moving into. They can't be a part of the new unless they do a lot of soul searching, awakening, transforming their energy, their frequency, and start living from here and let go of their nefarious agenda of keeping ruling through fear. And so, as we move deeper into this Pluto and Aquarius, there will be people, and this is not a judgment, and it's no fault of their own, but they are going to fight tooth and nail to keep the old structures in place. Because even though these structures do not work and it's super obvious, they don't know anything else, and they're going to fight to keep these structures. And that's okay. That's the role they came here to play. These old structures, they're going to fight tooth and nail to stay, keep everyone in line, in check, brainwashed. So that's a part of the game. And then there's other people that see clearly, that are living from the heart, that have a vision for a society, a collective, and an earth that honors, respects all life, all people, that reverses the damage that we've done to this planet. Because believe me, with our collective light and healing energy, we can change what we've destroyed. And there will be people that they are going to, while everyone else is fighting, they're going to go like this and hold the highest vision of reality, of the future, and they will not allow themselves to be pulled into drama, trauma, fighting, the old narratives, they're going, no. Where they're going is clear. They're anchoring the energy for that new, and they're unstoppable. They will be unstoppable. And if you're watching this, either live now or in the future, you're part of this new story. So congratulations. You're a rebel. You're a light-working rebel. And you're awesome. And this is not like an easy undertaking, but it's the one we came here to participate in. So here's some more information that I found about this and kind of wrote about. So, when there's movement in our cosmos, there's movement within us and in the collective. So as within, as above, so below, as within, as without, okay? And each transit, like the one we're entering, the one we're in, just begun to be in, as we're going in, it desires evolution. And if we know anything about Pluto, we know that its strongest potential is empowerment. So we're moving from this oppressed humanity into empowerment. And, Pluto is kind of slow to make changes. So, next 2 decades gives us, a nice amount of time for people to be willing to let go of the old and make that quantum leap into the new. Pluto's a planet of metamorphosis, evolution, and transmutation. This is what we're doing. This is why light workers are downloading the newest, freshest, highest energies, the solar codes from the great central sun, and we're anchoring them into our homes, into the land we live in. We are sharing them consciously or unconsciously with people that we interact with throughout the day. We're a light that's lighting the lights of all the people around us, having a profound effect. Pluto also relates to truth, which we've been living in lies. And now we're moving into truth. Some people will not want to see the truth, know the truth, etc. But the truth will be revealed, and people can put their head in the sand or pay attention. And as that truth is revealed, shift your beliefs, your patterns, your thinking, your commentary, your narratives, your story accordingly. It relates to truth and power and identifying what's going on beyond the surface. This is Pluto. It explores the repressed and unconscious aspects of ourselves and the collective for the sake of conscious awareness, self-reclamation, and empowerment. It's a planet of depth. It moves for the sake of vulnerability, intimacy, and realness, authenticity. It desires to strip away all that keeps us from experiencing authenticity with ourselves, others, and life itself. Now, Aquarius is a sign of paradigm shifts. It's so exciting. It's a sign of breakthroughs. It is visionary, expansive, and obsessed with innovation and efficiency. And the way we envision what is yet to come. It is our higher mind in contribution to society. And it desires liberation and evolution for all. Can I get an amen? Blessed be Aho. It's just so awesome. So, Pluto in Aquarius, it also reminds us of the power of thought, word, and frequency. It reminds us that the future is created through our thoughts and internal narratives and the way we allow hope into our souls. One thing that humanity needs a huge dose of right now is hope. Aquarius is a conduit for the future, collapsing time and bringing it into the now, blending what has the potential to be with what exists so that we may start to live within it. This time offers immense potential for personal growth, personal transformation, encouraging exploration and boundary pushing for what we thought possible for ourselves and all of life. It offers us the space to untangle ourselves from collective noise that is not ours, so we can tune into and commit to what is and what can be. It welcomes new, fresh perspectives, challenges limitations, because limitations are a matrix of the mind. There really aren't limitations. The only limits are the ones in the mind. And it welcomes inner authority. So we can choose to intentionally work with these potentials and invitations to create a new stream of awareness from our unconscious underworld, aka Pluto, to a higher level of consciousness. Here it can be transmuted and offered as wisdom for the highest good of all. So the implications of this are just extraordinary, extraordinary. Ride the waves, notice what you notice, be very willing and fluid and flexible to change into the highest, most authentic, truthful version of you. And as each of us commit to doing that, I mean, I would say literally as we move into this, that would be the most sacred vow and commitment you can make. Remain fluid, flexible, to change, and allow the highest version of you to blossom, radiate, and anchor into this world, inspire the people around you, because they'll look at you and say, if you can do it, so can I. If you can do it, so can I. And so we inspire one another. And as each of us individually transform, it transforms the collective. So giddy up, put on your spiritual seatbelt, activate your ascension vehicle, your Merkaba, the star tetrahedron around you, and be ready to be elevated. To allow the shadow that remains within you, that's not you, to be revealed, resolved, healed, and thus you transform like that lotus that's in the darkness and the mud and the murk, and it reaches for the light and it blossoms the flower of enlightenment. And that is our journey together as one heart, one family, one love. So I hope that you found today's information to be helpful. If you have any questions, post below. If you know of someone that may be interested in this, please share it with them. I always appreciate that. So until next time, take care. Huge hugs, and get excited for the most amazing evolution revolution this planet has ever seen.